The Hollywood Reporter featured cast members from Silicon Valley on their cover. And the cover was clever. It said, "The triumph of the beta male," as you can see. And of course, in the context of Silicon Valley, beta refers to tech, right? Yeah. I mean, we all know that. Like anyone who has 2 brain cells understands that. But conservatives don't, because they think that this was a commentary about how masculinity is a bad thing and how there's this war on masculinity that liberals keep forcing down everyone's throat, which is obviously not the case. But nonetheless, I love the fact that The Hollywood Reporter is getting under their skin, and I especially love the videos that we're about to show you. So Fox and Friends discussed this, and they had a dude in a cowboy hat on to discuss the importance of masculinity, and it's just a lot of fun. Let's take a look.
I'm married, you won't believe this, I'm married to a lumberjack, a professional lumberjack. And
congressman.
And he happens to be a congressman, but I married him because he was a lumberjack. I don't think women really like that beta male thing. What's up with that?
You know what women like? They like men. They like men that are men and men that are confident in being men.
Yes.
And I'm giving you permission right now, America, be masculine.
Yeah, you know what women really love? A dude in a cowboy hat telling them what they like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Or speaking on behalf of all of us,
yes,
including her, which is woman self-hate. Sometimes it just really bothers me. This guy calls himself a comedian. So that you'll know the toxicity that we have to deal with sometimes in our field, because that toxic masculinity is so prevalent in the world of comedy. But people like that make me nervous, because those are the people that I think that watch gay porn. Those are the ones on the slide.
My favorite part of that exchange, though, was when she's like, "I married a lumberjack," and then who was the other dude? Was that? Anyway, it was and a congressman.
Ducey.
I think it was Ducey.
Yeah, my favorite.
And a congressman. No, you didn't marry him because he's a lumberjack. He was a prosecutor first, and whatever. Yeah. You're not like turned on by this dude rolling logs. You're not looking at him thinking like, yes.
The other guy did. My guy's rolling logs. Anyway, look, it's a nice little pun by The Hollywood Reporter. And it's a comedy show. I don't know if they know that, Silicon Valley, right? Yeah. And can't we just let anything go?
Let's just have fun.
It's like a little play on words.
The culture war is open on all fronts. It's like in the Hollywood Reporter, like they don't like it. It's like the conservatives. What do they care? I mean, it's like a small trade magazine, right? But the culture war, which is just all about resentment these days, like especially on the right. Mm-hmm. How much resentment can I generate? Like what he's saying, there's nothing worse than being a straight white male in America these days.
But he said white Christian male.
Yeah.
And then I can't help but to think that this is the ideology that continues to feed that problem that we keep having with these young white males that go around and shoot and kill a bunch of people because of that pressure to be masculine and to be hard and to be alpha.
So I love that you brought up the pressure, because here's what the reality of the situation is. There isn't like this secret like propaganda campaign. Like we're not putting, I don't know, the pills, like sneaking pills into people's drinks to like make them more effeminate. Like, it's insulting to men that you're pressuring them to be one way or the other. I don't care how a guy decides to live his life. I don't care whether or not he's deciding to be a little more feminine, a little softer, or if he wants to be a log roller, whatever. It's none of my business. He should live his life in a way that's comfortable and authentic for him, as long as he's not harming others, obviously, right? And like with the right wing, they do the exact thing that they accuse liberals of doing, where they're constantly pressuring men to be a certain way. Yeah. Just let these guys breathe and be who they want to be.
Yeah. I actually want to talk about this insane projection that they do, but I want to play one more clip from Chad Prather, the so-called comedian, and then we'll talk about it.
Why is there such a war on masculinity? There is. I mean, the worst thing you can be in America today is a white heterosexual Christian male. I mean, there's an all-out war on people. So I don't understand why there is just such a battle just to be masculine. Why is it? And then you're offensive if you are. I mean, I'm going to have people who are going to get on here. They're going to see the little segment that we put on Twitter or whatever this, and they're going to say, "Oh my gosh, it's a guy in a cowboy hat. What does he know?" Well, tonight you'll probably eat meat, and a guy in a cowboy hat probably raised that cow.
Oh, got us on that one. Okay, I thought all those betas were vegans. I don't know. Anyway, these are the same kind of guys that, like Trump, comes into a room and shouts, "I'm a very stable genius," right? Like, "I'm an alpha." Okay, well, who asked you, dude?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, what is it about you that like I never had to shout in a room like, "Hey guys, no, really, I'm really powerful and strong. Me." It's like, what a weird insecurity thing. The whole thing's insecure. An attack on heterosexual white men because you guys have no power in this country. 44 out of 45 presidents were heterosexual Christian white men. The 44th one was half white, right? And Jefferson wasn't really Christian, but overall, you see my point that you guys are still in charge. Most of the CEOs are white men, and the list goes on and on and on. But they view challenging their complete domination of the power structure in America as saying that it's an attack on them. No, it's just saying, hey, we want equality of opportunity, and so if other people of other races or other genders should also have a chance. But to them, that's taking their freedom away. Yeah. I have the freedom to be in charge. Yeah. And now when you say I can't exclusively be in charge and that you're gonna just let everybody have a shot at it, not enforce it, but have a shot at it, well, that to them, that's questioning their masculinity.
But I don't even really know what they're asking for, right? So they're upset over a magazine cover that they didn't understand, okay? And okay, so what do you want? And with some conservatives, not in this specific story, but with some conservatives, they want to go back to the previous traditional dynamic in the household where the woman is the caretaker and the man goes out and he earns the money. But like, what world do you live in? Because it's who makes enough money to take care of an entire family with one income? I mean, those days are gone, they're gone. Even if people wanted that, they can't have that. And so they're unwilling to even address the economic issues that lead to, a dual income household that they're so against. But even so, like if both people wanna work, are you really gonna pass laws banning women from working? Like, what century are you living in?
Well, you're right that they don't actually, like they claim they want to go back to that, this whole like trad wife movement, right? This traditional wife movement that happens on the right wing. And the thing is, if you like press them just even for 5 seconds and you're like, dude, back then, like one man had to go and provide for like 25 kids and a wife and a thing, and you had to do it, and it was really hard, and you worked all day, and you got home and you were tired as hell. Like, they don't actually want to do that.
Of course they don't.
Yeah.
Dual income households are freaking awesome. They love that.
Well, the guy that you mentioned about the gorilla mindset.
Yeah.
Biggest beta in the history of the world. I'm going to be the man in the traditional home. No, he's living off of his ex-wife's money.
Alimony, yeah.
Yeah, off of alimony. I mean, what a sad little bitch.
Yeah.
So, but it's okay. I don't work for a living, but my mommy gave me money.
Yeah.
Okay, enjoy that. And then you're trying to pretend like you're a real man, provide for the family. Your ex-wife is providing for your current family, bitch.
Wow.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes, you guys let me come here and speak my piece as a comedian, because I refuse to do that. It's not going that bad for me that I have to come up here and, because I know what that is. That is, let's say something inflammatory and let's get some followers on Twitter. But unfortunately, some people are listening to that and they really are like, they're trying to get rid of us. And we got problems at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, and who thinks that, like, they make no sense at all. They're like, these betas, they've taken over. Wouldn't that make them alphas?
Yeah, good point.
And these betas, they're forcing their culture down our throat and we're pretending not to like it. How could a beta force you to do anything unless you're even lower than that beta? If you like this video, bless your heart. We got a lot more where that came from. We do a full show every day, Monday through Friday. Come enjoy it ad-free by becoming a member. tytnetwork.com/join.